Good day, children. It is I, Finadu Star. I've had it with Empire, and now I'm right back about to have it with Star. But we gonna work this out. We gonna twerk this on out. Star. Brody just appears, and he's giving, oh, I wanted to say hi to my daughter. Hi, Star. And see, the way they left it last week, let me just go on and get this pocket spot, because I already know what's tea. The way they left it last week was, we in. Was that Star looked like she didn't know who her father was. She didn't know Brody. She didn't recognize him, this, that, and the other. And now this week, she's, oh, you left me, and you left my mother to die, and 7 years old, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, so you did recognize him. Okay. It just was unclear to me. Excuse me, y'all, I'm talking. It was just very unclear unto me, but whatever. Who cares? Alex is producing some music for somebody somewhere. I don't know. Simone is over there. She stayed awake for her roommate. She just literally sat on the floor all night staring at her. Just staring at her. And I was like, uh-oh, we got a little lesbianism going on here. Because she was just sitting there staring at the girl. And the girl woke up and she was like, what's tea, sis? Why are you staring at me? I said, she's gay. She's gay now. I don't know if this is new or what, but this is homosexual activity. I mean, I had already picked up on it, and then when she kissed Paris Jackson, I was like, okay, yeah. And now this week, with her staring at the girl, I was like, definitely. Let's see, Jael. Jael has a new trailer home that he's parked in the back of Carlotta's, a lot, her home, her backyard, something like that. The salon, I don't know. Cotton is like, girl, still over Jael. Lesbian Auntie Keke Palmer. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know that's what I'm going to call her probably forever. Lesbian Auntie Keke Palmer is on the show. And as much as she gets on my nerves, and as much as, I don't know, she doesn't really she gets on my nerves, but I like her. So she popped on and I was cackling down. Paris Jackson is still working, around the girls. She's working with or for Potomac now as the social media liaison. She said something about Star being trash, trailer trash, or some kind of trash. And Star choked her out. And I said, well, I cackled. You shouldn't be talking crazy to folks. Alex, she's, for some reason the girls really feel like they have free reign over this company studio. And every time Luke James is in it, they just have to kick him out. So she comes in and kick him out. And, she sees the song, picks it up, starts singing a couple of the ditties, blah, blah, blah. They have good chemistry, and they sang, and it's wonderful. And now she's going to sing on this song. I feel like that's going to be problematic for Star. I feel like she's going to be upset about Alex, branching off and doing something solo, but whatever. Derek, Alex told him, you don't never want to go outside. He said, you right. And then he asked his grandmama to go to the store and pick him up something to eat, something that he could cook for Alex. And his grandmama said, you going to the store by yourself. Alex is right. You need to go to the store by yourself. And, she told a story about how both of her sons had passed on. And now you acting like your life is over. It's not over. And Derek kind of got a little sassy with his grandmama and said, it is over. And she smacked him in the face. And he ended up going outside. Let's see. Brody and Carlotta are taking a walk, a long walk around the park. Not after dark, but before dark. They found a spot for them to talk. Conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, all of that. And through all of that conversation, verbal elation, and stimulation, Carlotta was trying to guilt trip Brody, and Brody was like, but you're not innocent. And Carlotta was like, I've made peace with that. And it's like, not quite sure, but okay. Cotton went in to visit Jael. Jael's in there about to snort a gigantic mound of cocaine, like just way too much. And Cotton is like, what is your issue? What's your problem? And then she's like, okay, so let's just snort a little bit together. And Jael was like, are you out of your doggone mind? If your parole officer catches you with this in your system, you're going away forever. Blah, blah, blah. And then Cotton tells her father that, her jail mate is coming home and she's nervous. And I'm like, are we nervous because he's dangerous? Or are we nervous because, this your new man? Like, what are we nervous about? And Jael says, he got her back, blah, blah, blah. Star tells Simone about Brody while they're, dancing and carrying on. And Simone is just kind of like, she's just like, oh, okay. Anyway, off of that, how are we going to get into this party? Simone kind of just eased on past it. And they end up breaking into Potomac's party. I'm not giving you just too much on this episode because there wasn't just a lot. It was a lot of different moving pieces, but there wasn't a lot for me to give you. But anyway, they're getting ready to break into the party. They break into the party. They put on those same outfits. I'm just like, if you already breaking the rules by breaking into the party, why are you putting on these outfits that you already know you don't like? But they put on the outfits. They break into the party. Keke Palmer's there. She looks fantastic with that blonde wig on. It was absolutely legendary, and I was living for it. Hayel broke into the party. Like, this was not an exclusive party. Hayel's at the party. You know, he's trying to seduce Potomac. He puts a card in her bra, and it's just, you never called me, and blah, blah, blah. It's just, I don't know. I'm like, Hayel and Star. Hayel may as well be Star's father, because they're both whores. They just both are. Let's see. The children get up there and hijack the stage, and we wouldn't be where we are today without Potomac. And they get up there and they sing, hold on, change is coming, hold on, you know, whatever. That little ditty. And it did not impress me. It didn't impress me as a song that you're trying to sing to showcase how good you are as a group and what you could bring to 2017 Atlanta music. Because they got up there and it was like, you know, don't you love Atlanta music? Well, we're going to give you some Atlanta music. And then they got up there singing a gospel song. And I'm like, okay, well, there are gospel artists in Atlanta, but that's not y'all's judge. That's not your gig. But anyway, they doing that. While they doing that, Carlotta's at church with Lance Gross, who, God, he's fine. She's at church with him, and, you know, he then took her, and the pastor's welcoming, and, you know, mixed harmony was his jam, and all of that. They get together, and they're singing. So she's singing, hold on, change is coming, and the girls are singing, and yeah. And I'm going to be right back in a minute. Whew, I've worked up all of my energy reading Hazel E. But I'm going to finish this review. This is Star, but you know that because you clicked the video and I bunched all these pieces together. Who cares? I don't remember where I stopped. I think I stopped with the children and Queen Latifah singing, hold on, change is coming, hold on. All these parking spaces, and you have to get right up next to me. Anyway, so Star is walking around rummaging and being nosy and hears that Potomac's father, Mr. Potomac, won't be at the function. Put the seatbelt on because I'm finna go somewhere. Won't be at the function. It's just not going to happen. And she's disappointed and blah, blah, blah. And Star, you know, makes some comparisons. We're the same girl because we're just trying to impress your father, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't interested. Then we see Keke Palmer's character, Gigi, I think it was, something like that, is very impressed with the children, the legendary Big Trouble, that's their name. She was impressed with them, she enjoyed them, and she is now contemplating signing to the label because of these girls. So Potomac is like, oh yes, we love them, we cultivate our artists, which just is a good time, love them. And it's just like, no, you don't. You don't love them. Gucci, you don't love me. Gucci, you don't love me. Anyway, moving on. So she's lying, and, you know, they kind of got each other by the balls now. And where am I? I'm so tired, y'all. I'm lost. I'm trying to say, I can see it in my head, but I can't say it. This is stressful. Okay, so the girls. Alex takes Keke Palmer over. They're going to drink some champagne, even though Alex is underage. And what are we doing? They're going to drink some champagne. Star and Potomac are left, you know, to their own devices. I guess they're going to have some conversations. And in the meantime, what's her name? Simone. She had looked out in the audience and saw whatever this girl's name is, Dee's best friend. The almost dead hussy that she was staring at all morning and all night that I said, oh, this is kind of gay. I said that. She sees her and they go outside and they drinking and carrying on. And I'm just really sitting here like, so Lee Daniels he ain't gonna put up no kind of parental advice, you know, don't drink if you're underage, no kind of warnings or nothing like, we just gonna have to. So anyway, Simone is just drunk, just real drunk. And she's talking to What's-Her-Face, and What's-Her-Face is telling her, you know, she fancy, and Simone saying, I'm not fancy. And she's like, we just left this fancy party. You must be fancy. And I'm saying, like, but you got in there by yourself. So you just as fancy as she is. Both of y'all broke in. So y'all not really all that fancy. But okay. And they get to talking, and I turned to my mother, and I said, either the police are going to come and bust them for being out past curfew and being drunk and carrying on, or they're going to make out. I said it, and then as soon as I turned back to the television, you see Simone leaning in for the kiss. And I'm like, said that, knew that. Mommy, you don't have to get across the street. I gotta get to my, oh, she's a peculiar looking somebody. We're gonna pray her through it. Anyway, I said, that they was going to do gay activities. I knew this. And as they're getting ready to do their gay activities and you know, make out or whatever they was finna do, Queen Latifah pulls up, and she's had it. She has had it. And, you know, she drives her back to the joint. Back to the juvenile detention group home center situation. And she's upset. Simone's upset. And she throws her phone. And I'm just like, what is going on? Moving along. Star goes over to Brody's house. Or Brody's hotel room. And it was strange. It was very strange. She walked up and he, you know, she's like, I came here to say what I have to say to you and leave. I'm like, you ain't really have to do all that, but okay. You could have wrote a letter, slid it under the door. Like, you ain't really have to knock on it, but whatever. So she goes into, you're not my father. You're just a man who left my mother for dead and left me and blah and blah. And he goes on into, you know, I love you. I want to make this right. And then he hands her a picture that apparently she drew when she was a child. And she drops it on the floor and runs off crying. And I'm like, I guess, child. I just guess. Anyway, Derek has made this dinner. They sit down together, Derek and Alex, and they're about to have dinner. She's shocked because he made it and because he went out to the store and blah, blah, blah. And he confronts her about this necklace he found. And it's like, okay, yes, you found the necklace, but you don't have the story correct. Because he goes into, you've been getting stressed and you've been shopping. And I'm like, she has been stressed. And she has been picking up new items, but shopping, I wouldn't call it shopping. So he got a little confused. And she kind of distracts him with sex, as the children, I guess, do. And then we see Star over there and Luke James, and she's sleeping with Luke James, but she crying. And I'm just like, where's Cotton? We need more Cotton and more Miss Bruce. But anyway, that was Star. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And I'll see y'all.